inquiry. Republican Congressman Ken Buck, your colleague, Congressman Santos, has opposed the push to impeaching Biden. He was very direct. Here's what he said.
The time for impeachment is the time when there's evidence linking President Biden, if there's evidence linking President Biden to a high crime or misdemeanor. That doesn't exist right now.
So what do you say to him?
Well, I agree with him. Right now, we don't have sufficient proof to impeach him, but we have sufficient evidence and sufficient leads to go do an inquiry, and that's exactly what we're doing. I think what you're confusing the American people with the point you're trying to convey is that we don't have sufficient avenues to go investigate and look into the president, which clearly, as clear as day, is we have sufficient avenues to go down and see what Hunter did, when Hunter did it, what the president knew, what did he do when he knew. Nobody can explain how Hunter Biden, with no experience, ends up on the board of Burisma at the time that his father is vice president of the United States. Those are all valid questions the American people deserve answers to.
So you support Speaker McCarthy. You're making it clear. It does come, of course, as no surprise. Congressman, he could call for an expulsion vote for you. He holds your fate in his hands. And so I wanted to play something for you to have a chance to respond to. This is an exchange between the Speaker and Armanu Raju. This was on May 10th. Let me play it for you.
Santos said today he's running for re-election. Are you going to support him? You're not.
When is the last time you spoke to Speaker McCarthy, Congressman?
I mean, look, I speak to the Speaker when deemed appropriate and when needed, and I have a great relationship with him. I think he's a fantastic leader for the conference, and I stand by that. Now, he might have a difference of opinion whether I should run for re-election or not, but quite frankly, that's up to me, not to him or anyone else in this body.
Are you confident that he stands behind you right now, separate from re-election, that he stands behind you staying in your seat right now?
Well, he believes in process, and I believe that I'm entitled to the same process as every single American is in this country. I'm going through the process, and I'm standing strong doing that. But it's amazing that every single time I come on networks, I do interviews with you guys, it seems to be the same questions that I've answered on and on again. It seems that you guys in the mainstream media don't want to see a process. You want to see this the gun jumped and making a hasty decision against myself. So, look, I can never win the argument with you guys, but I can say one thing is, I'm entitled to that same process that Joe Biden is entitled, that Donald Trump was entitled to, but Donald Trump was denied, and Joe Biden is being given all sorts of
Well,
grace.
and certainly I see it that we're giving you the opportunity to tell your side of the story and give your point of view. McCarthy has said that he's waiting for the results of the House Ethics Committee, specifically their investigation to you, specifically as to whether he would call for your expulsion or anything else, right? The committee there has expanded its investigation into you after you were charged by the Justice Department. Do you have any idea where that investigation stands tonight?
Absolutely not. And even if I did, it would be irresponsible for me to share it on national television because it can disrupt the investigation. So the reality is nobody's going to speak on an ongoing investigation of this nature.